Defended by Paul. From deep, Thomas. No good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. And the call against Lance Thomas. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find the balance in that dynamic.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams, and it's Roberson in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Douglas Roberts. That's blocked. And here's the fast break. Telfair leading the way. Here's the 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Close game as we wrap up the... Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the 3rd.
A good quarter from Crawford. 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for Oklahoma City right now, Ibaka and Collison, the duo inside. Jeremy Lamb out there with Telfair. And it's Thomas in the 3, the small forward. Trying his luck deep. They get it back.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
There's the dish to Griffin. Jordan kicks to Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Barnes has got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
You know, one story that didn't get a lot of press last season, 2 days after the Bledsoe trade had been given the go-ahead, the ownership tried to back out of it. The trade was already public news, and Doc Rivers actually threatened to quit before their ownership backed down.
Thomas gets a wide open look. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And a moment now to check out the lowdown on the numbers for Ibaka. Great year for him last year. Averaged 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and over 2.5 blocks. And it's no secret he can score. He was #1 on his team last year in scoring.
And his teammates know that when they need a bucket, they look right at him.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And for J.J. Redick, that shakeup must have been tough. His contract with the Clippers was contingent on the trade.
And Kevin, reportedly, Doc Rivers leaned on ownership pretty hard, saying, hey, I shook hands on this. Don't make me look bad here. Our reputation's at stake. It all worked out, but a reminder of the Clippers' rather dysfunctional past.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers. Turkoglu comes in for Blake Griffin.
You look at the Thunder, they're really the epitome of patience. They build through the draft model, constructing a contender with consistency and just a solid approach every day. That's why they are year in and year out so tough to handle.
Feeds to Lamb. And stolen by Farmar. Down low. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Lamb. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And for the Thunder and their success, of course, not just predicated on top picks, but Clark, you've always talked about this, the right kind of top picks.
The fit is so important. They've had great success with their picks. There's no denying that, and it's not easy to make that happen, but they've got a tremendous front office that does their homework, knows what they want in terms of talent and character and fit. And you've got to give a little nod to luck and fortune here. I mean, not all of it. I mean, some of it, you know, it's not always all science. There's a little art involved in this thing too, but they've got quality people making good decisions, and it's paying off on the court.
Farmar kicks to Redick. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Redick's got 5 points so far. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
J.J. Redick, acquired by the Clippers going into last season. A great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Ibaka. Jones comes in for Lance Thomas. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Sebastian Telfair. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Doc Rivers certainly hasn't minced words since joining the Clippers. He's held each player accountable and defined roles. He told DeAndre Jordan he wouldn't run any plays for him, that he just wanted him to focus on defense. Jordan said Doc knows how to reach people. There are egos on every team, and he knows how to control all of that. It's honesty. Refreshing, gentlemen.
Champion with the Celtics. He's one of the best coaches in the league. Thanks, Doris. Here's Jackson. The Clippers getting the bucket. .107 left here in the third quarter. Jones drives in. Can't cash in from close range. And Redick, were not for the injuries, was on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
And Robertson kicks to Jackson. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Jones. They push it up 4-on-3.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. So you push it. That's the best opportunity for points on the break. This lead, I think, is headed north.
Here's Douglas Roberts. No good there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Thunder lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. The Thunder leading by 3. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Griffin at the 4 with Pause at the 5. Redick the off guard with Barnes at the 3. And it's Farmar in at the point. They set the pick. Here's Lamb.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
Jones with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Jackson gets the bucket.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Redick dishes to Farmer. Here's Griffin. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
With their rebound, and they've given themselves a lot of second chances, and it's really helped them.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Jackson passes to Jones. They get it back. And Adams kicks to Jackson. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter. Poked away. It's stolen by Lamb. The finish. Hammers it home. The polish off the break.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game more, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Well, if they keep up this energy over the final few minutes of the game, it'll be nearly impossible to fight them off.
The shot by Reddick, no good. The Thunder leading by 9. Collison dishes to Jackson. Kicks it to Jones. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Adams. Soft touch off the glass.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Steven Adams from New Zealand, the first Kiwi Clark ever drafted in the first round.
And Kevin, he played rugby growing up. He says that it helped him prepare for the physicality of playing inside.
A different look for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Hawes. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And Paul's subbed in for Jordan Farmar. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told his players, turnovers are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Collison. And it's Roberson in for Lamb.
And one thing I like about Adams, and maybe it's rugby background, he plays with so much aggression, but always keeps an even keel. He's the one who sort of initiates contact, and he becomes an irritant with his opponent, but he never retaliates, and that's real toughness.
Now here's Adams, following the shot by Perry Jones. And Roberson kicks to Adams. Sinks the 15-footer. Adams has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
Boy, you look at Steven Adams, he's got an impressive frame. You forget that he's only 21 years old. So he's got room to grow and to get stronger, both when you consider skill development and his physicality. He could really be one of the most imposing big men in the league for a long time going forward.
The drive by Jackson. Down low. Here's Crawford. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And that's now 11 points for Crawford. Outside Jackson. Passes it to Roberson. Outside Jones. Drain for 2 points. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Offensively, guys, it seems like they've turned a corner.
Yeah, much better half since they changed baskets. I mean, they're looking very strong and confident.
Deep two from Crawford. Crawford missing again. Oklahoma City is on 1 of 3 from outside.